tell us.
Okay, the Personnel and Policy Committee, number 7. Ms. Mosley is not here this evening, so I'll be doing this all on my own, so bear with me, folks. If you have any questions, I know we did have a few come up in email. First, 701 is approval of new policy 209.1, food allergy management, and 209.2, severe allergic reaction and fragrance sensitivity. There were some questions, Mr. DePlacido, in an email.
Yeah, and I think Darcy's answered those.
Okay.
It was about EpiPens. I think, Ed, can you just share a little bit about
I
that?
think the question was about, this has happened last year, was Act 195, which allows our school district physician to write a prescription for a school building to have stock epinephrine pens in case there's a student who, unbeknownst to anybody, has an allergic reaction, that they can access in the nurse's office and dispense that medication. So we actually equipped all of our buildings with 2 stock EpiPens last school year. We were able to get those on our grant status, but we do have budgeted money to replace those because they have shelf life.
And my understanding is 2091 sets forth the individual healthcare program, so if someone knows they need an EpiPen, they can carry it with them.
Right. And there's also another policy that talks about self-carrying the epinephrine injection.
On that same area there, I'm wondering, have we checked into a Narcan at all? You know, the police are being equipped with Narcan for opioids. And the state attorney, they're not attorney, but state medical general or something, has written a prescription throughout the Commonwealth that anybody can walk into a CVS and say, I want a tube of Narcan, and you can buy it. Even though it requires a prescription, it's a blanket across the state, and I don't know if we consider that at all. Our Mill Creek paramedics certainly have it. I'm not sure if Mill Creek police are carrying it yet or not. There's a question there, but maybe for next year we should
They
check
did
it
look
out.
into it, but because of the very short life of the medication, the high cost, they are not going to keep them on property.
It's an optional policy that we could have if we elected to do so.
And what is the high cost?
I don't know exactly what the cost is.
It's only available in a pack of 5 or 10,
Yeah.
and it's only good for a year or 2.
It's only good for a year, and I did ask, we have not, thank God, had an overdose of an opiate on school property, not the outside of school.
Yeah.
We haven't had one, so that was one of the reasons that
And then you got
the
the
cost.
reporting of the life of it, changing it over, and someone's responsible.
I'm pretty sure the cost is like $40 per.
No,
New, it's going up.
it was covered under this symposium. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I just was saying.
It was originally 50,
Mhm.
and somebody got the idea that that was a good deal. They bought the company and raised it to 500.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And then,
That's for the EpiPens.
no, that's for the
Narcan.
Yeah,
Right. Let me interject here, if I may.
and then I'm gonna say one, and then there's a minimum order. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
As a pharmacist registered and licensed, and also on the Erie County Heroin Task Force, we went through this, and I spoke to Chief Tesori relative to having Narcan available in all squad cars for the emergency use. We also discussed that the education and training of the community through the Heroin Task Force, which I'm a member of that subcommittee, that school districts should have available at least 2 doses in a geographical area. For instance, if you have 2 at McDowell, you don't need 2 at MIHS, because geographically you can access it. The ideal situation is to have 2 doses of Narcan in every building. Now again, do you go down to the elementary schools? I don't think so. But in the middle schools, MIHS and McDowell, I think you should have it. Now, the cost of it. The cost of it, Mr. Denieri has obtained grants for the cost of it initially. Now, can the state pick up the cost in the future? Of course they can. So that's something that you have to work up. Now, do we have a policy, Ms. McClintock, on Narcan?
Not
We
specific.
don't. Okay. So that'll have to be developed.
Can I interject for a minute? I just Googled it, and it said, and you're correct, the price doubled. And it says, this is at CVS, that the cost went from $20 to $40 per dose in just 5 months. But so I was right on when I said $40. And if you have to buy 5, that's fine. You put 2 at McDowell, 2 at the intermediate, and buy 5 more and put them at the middle schools. I would agree, you don't necessarily need them at the elementary schools. But you could have a parent walking into an elementary school. I think every building we have should have it. And I think that $40 is cheap. And of course, our paramedics have it, but you could have a severe car accident in Bell Valley, and all 3 of our medic units would be in Bell Valley, and now you've got a 10-minute response time for somebody to get here, and Narcan will save somebody's life in 2 minutes or they'll die. So I think, at least for next year, we should look into it, and if we have to, we'll go out for grants. I don't care if it's $500, but which it isn't, we should have it, because it immediately brings somebody back, but if they don't have it, they're done. And just, occasions occur where you just can't get it quick enough. So I think, as I said, in elementary, you could have a parent coming in that's overdosed. I would hope like hell that a 7-year-old's not taking opioids, but a parent could be. Or a kid could get their hands on pills from their parents. They could get it like it and take it. Kids are known to take stuff. So I guess to assume that there's not going to be in the elementary school would not be smart. So I think that we should at least check into it and possibly for next school year, see if we can get it and have it in every one of our buildings. Just because of the minor cost in it. This is our world. It's sad, but it's true, and I would like nothing better than to save a life. I hope we never ever need it, but if we do, we have it. And the training is very simple. You put it in the nose and you squirt it. You're not injecting it to anybody. It's a nasal thing, and I think the training is a few minutes long.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts if it's not the case. I mean, it doesn't
Correct.
hurt
Correct.
if it's not that situation, if you're not sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tool that's available, and I think we should have it. And I would pray that we never, ever need it.
Thank you. Next, 7.02, looking for the approval of policies 802, school organization, and 803, school calendar. 7.03, approval of policies 811, bonding, 812, property insurance, 813, other insurance, 815, acceptable use of internet, computers, network resources, and a deletion of 820, universal precautions. And that was being deleted. PSBA no longer supports that particular, no longer supports 802 as a policy, but they advise putting it in the administrative regulations. 704, approval of policies 824, maintaining professional adult student boundaries, and 830, breach of computerized personal information. 705, review of policies 804, school day, 805, emergency preparedness, 810.2, transportation, video, audio recording, 814, copyright material, 818, contracted services, 819, suicide awareness, prevention, response, and then and reviewed and compliant with PSBA guidelines. Seven and 6, we are looking for approval of the MTSD and Edinburgh University of Pennsylvania affiliation agreement, practicum and course teaching experiences. Finally, the personnel and policy report. Start to finish.
Thank you. For you this evening, items for action at Bell Valley.